Hey there, it's iRun here. We're back on Farming Simulator 17 and we are going to do an animal tutorial on sheep. So I'm here on Goldcrest Valley and we are going over here to, if we bring up the map, down in the southeast corner, down to Mary's farm, and that's where you're going to pick up your animals if you're on this particular map. Go right over here to the livestock market, Emerson's livestock market. Now, in order to do it, you actually have to exit the vehicle and get out over here, and you'll notice that on your control screen up there, it tells you to press L3, and you can open up the animal dialog, and you can purchase pigs, sheep, or cows, and we are going to be purchasing sheep. Now, one thing real quick, if we go into the shop, if you want to carry the animals yourself to where they go, you have to go in here and buy a transport trailer. And then, of course, you also have to have a tractor or whatever to pull it. However, what I found is if you're just going in here, if we go down and we say we want to buy the sheep, you'll notice that the fee to transport one is only $200. That transport wagon is $24,000. Unless you're going to be transporting a lot of sheep, I don't particularly recommend it. Matter of fact, I mean, if you just buy a couple, say we buy 6 sheep or whatever, we're spending about the same amount as we could for the transport overall, but we're only spending $1,200 on for them to deliver it to our farm. So that's what I would recommend, is going ahead and just having them do that. So let's go ahead and confirm that. They're going to ship those sheep over to our area. All right, the other thing too, just real quick, let's go on over to Sosnoska real quick, and I'll show you where on that map that that you can go ahead and buy the animals, just in case you're playing that map instead. Now, if you're on the Sosnoska map, you're going to find the animal area up in the upper right hand corner of the map, up by the bakery, between fields 5, 10, and 11, right up here. And just like down at Mary's field, you just hop out and you press your L3. Well, this is on the PS4, and it brings up the animal dialog where you can buy your pig, sheep, or cow. In this case, we would be buying sheep. All right, now we're back over here on Goldcrest Valley. The actual place where we're going to have our sheep is right up here. If we look at the map, it's right next to field 11, which, by the way, is also right over by the railroad station, the main transport station. So the nice thing about sheep is, next to chicken, they are the easiest animals in the game to take care of. You only need a couple things. You need some water, and you need some grass or hay. And if you're already growing wheat or something, you still need a forage wagon. But what you'll need is, if you go back to animals, you'll need the water tank right here, because we got to have something to carry some water. So we'll go ahead and get that in a minute. And in this particular case, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get us this forage wagon right here for $31,000, and I'm going to buy us this front of the mower, and I'll show you how to do that too. This way we can actually just pick up some grass. So we'll have this, we can pick up grass, we can use that for now. As we continue on, if we want to go ahead and use wheat, we'll still be able to pick that up in the actual forage wagon. All right, so let's head on over to the shop. All right, as you can see over here at the shop, I've already bought a couple of vehicles. I'm already set to go. Let's go ahead and get out of here. We're going to take this on up to the area where the sheep are. It's not that far from the shop itself, but what we want to do is, let's go ahead and mow a little bit of grass along the way. So the nice thing about mowing grass is you can pretty much get it from anywhere. It doesn't have to be even a field that you own. So we're going to turn the forage wagon on. We're going to lower the pickup. And we're also going to unfold the mower. We'll lower the mower and we'll go ahead and turn it on. And as you see, as we start going, we're going to automatically start picking up the grass. And there it is right there. So we're not going to get a ton right now. We're just going to get enough to show you guys what we need to do. Oh, what did I bump on here? Get enough grass here just to get started. Obviously, if you're doing this, you'll want to go ahead and possibly fill up. But to just get started with the sheep, you don't really need a whole lot of grass either. You don't have to fill up this whole container. You just got to get a little bit in there. Matter of fact, that's probably going to be enough to fill up the trough over there to get it going. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and lift the pickup. We're going to turn off the forage wagon. We'll go ahead and fold the mower and lift the mower. There you go. And we'll head on over there. All right, and we're coming up by our sheep area, and all we're going to do is we're going to swing right in here. And we're going to go to this second trough right here. We're going to pull up alongside. And as soon as we get close enough and we hit our R1, we can press triangle and we can unload. And as you can see, even with that little bit, we didn't pull up everything. Now, the majority of the time I leave my forage wagon right here. And why is that? Because as you go along, you're going to have to do some cleanup. So as the sheep eat the grass or hay, whichever one you have, they'll dump it around and you can pick it back up with the forage wagon. So I just leave that here. So let's go back and get the water. All right, so now we have our water container. So there's a couple of different ways that you can get water. When you buy this, you actually have to put some water in it before you take it up there. There are a few places on the map, especially by a lot of the railway stations, that have water towers, like that water tower right there. It's a little bit tricky to get to because it's by the railroad, but I'll just show you real quick. And it shows you my little control area. It says you first need to fill the tool. But once we get close enough here, we got the option to just hit L3 and start refilling the water trailer. So we'll get a little bit of water from here real quick. And that should be good for now. But I do want to take you over by the sawmill, which is just right up the hill here. I'm trying to do it so it shows you on the map as well. But from this location, we're just going right over here. And before you get to the sawmill, you have the lodge here. So, believe it or not, you can actually just get some water from the actual beach. You can swing in here. And if you get close enough to the beach, you'll see refill water trailer. So you can continue filling it that way. That's another way that you can do it. Just get close to water and you can fill it up. I'll show you one last little place. It's a little bit easier to drive up to, but none of these are really difficult. Right up at the sawmill, you basically have a water tower that's right there that is easy to drive up to. And you don't have to worry about fumbling with the railroad tracks or anything else. You can just drive right up here, or if you want to, you could back it up into the lake a little bit, or near the lake, and see once you do it here, it shows it's calling for the water. All right, so we're at 100%. Let's head on back to the sheep area, the sheep farm, and I'll meet you back over there. All right, once again, we're coming up alongside the sheep area. All we're going to do is just pull right in here, just like we did with the forage wagon. Again, once we get in this little area, just hold down your R1, press triangle, and it'll start filling up the water. All right, the maximum capacity of feeding through surfaces to feed. All right, so there you go. You can just kind of leave that there. The nice thing about it is if you're doing the other animals, you can also take that around to different places that you might need water. Um, you can take off in your tractors and go around. And if we pull back around over here, just so you know, this area right here is where the wool pallets will start stacking up. So you'll be able to pick them up and go sell them. And if you go right over here, you can open up the animal dialogue again, and you can kind of check on how things are going. If you want to sell them, you could as you get going, and we go into our options and go to our animals. You can see that we own 6 sheep. Our cleanliness right now is 100%. Water is 1359. So hay, grass is 27. So they're all green, full, topped out. Right now, productivity hasn't kicked in, but it will soon. And again, the longer you play, your cleanliness will start decreasing, so you'll have to come back up, pick up the grass to keep going. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And if there's anything else, if you what do you want to know about for the next tutorial, just let me know. Maybe pigs. I don't know. Maybe logging. I'm thinking about doing easy logging, easy forestry. But they'll go ahead and they'll eventually start producing wool, and they'll actually start breeding, and you'll be able to get new sheep, and that's how you can actually sell some back as you grow if you like to. All right, so that wraps this up. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, this is iRun, and we'll see you.